I came home from my second job exhausted and reeking of oil just in time for family dinner. My dad glared at me with disgust and scoffed, "You're the biggest failure this family's ever had. Look at you covered in filth. Don't even think about sitting with us. Go eat outside. You don't deserve a place at this table." My mom pretended I didn't exist. My sister burst out laughing, filmed me on her phone, and slammed the sliding door in my face. I got angry, stayed silent, and walked away. 2 months later, my WhatsApp was full of messages saying, "We need you, please come back." Not even sure how to start, but I guess this is a throwaway BC. I'm not trying to deal with here my family stalking my main So yeah, I'm Bryce, late 20s, whatever. If you're here for some uplifting family drama, back out now. This is not that, just need to get this all out. Maybe someone out there gets it. So background: my family has always been kind of not the warmest. I know everyone says they're dysfunctional, but NGL, mine's next level. My dad Randy is super old school, more like obsessed with respectability, wants the good name, or whatever. He always wanted me to be like Carson, my cousin, who's basically his golden child. Always gets the "why can't you be more like him" lecture. But I never really fit that mold, not trying to sound edgy, just facts. I moved out for a while after school, but came back busy. Rent was a joke, and my mom maybe kept saying I should save, build up, etc. So I tried to do right by them. IDK, maybe mistake one. So weird part: last night, I come home totally beat, smell like straight fryer oil, haven't eaten since lunch. I walk in, the sliding door in the house is weirdly quiet, like not TV on, everyone yelling at each other normal, more like waiting for something quiet. I see my sister Aubrey on the couch, phone in her lap, just scrolling. My mom's in the kitchen pretending to be busy clanking pans, and my dad's at the table, arms crossed, just staring at me like I showed up naked. I don't even get a "hey." My dad just looked me up and down real slow. Then he goes off. He calls me out, says I'm a disgrace to the family, says I'm filthy, says I'm not allowed to sit at the table. Like I'm not even surprised. Bitch. I just stand there holding my backpack, trying not to react. My mom won't even look at me. Aubrey snorts, gets her phone out, starts recording me. I tell her to cut it out, and she just laughs, says she's sending it to a group chat, says I look like a literal trash me. And I'm just standing there tired as hell. And my dad says if I want dinner I can eat outside because I don't deserve a seat at the table. Like ever. I'm 27 years old, not some kid sneaking in past curfew. I think about pushing back. Honestly, I'm just too tired to fight. I grab a plate, go to the fridge, and my mom slides the door open like she can't wait to get me out. Aubrey follows, shoves her phone in my face, and when I try to walk past, she blocks the door and starts filming my shoes like it's some big joke. I tell her to move, and she doesn't, so I nudge past her, not hard, but she milks at like I shoved her. She yells something about me being violent, and my dad tells me I better not come back in until I clean up my act. Aubrey slams the door behind me, and I hear them all laughing. So I'm outside, literally on the patio, eating cold chicken and rice off a paper plate. I try not to look into the blinds, but I can see them sitting together, acting like I'm not even there. I check my phone, scrolled TikTok, just trying to tune it out, but Aubrey keeps sending me snaps of them at the table. One is a close-up of my empty chair, just LOL as the caption. The whole time I'm sitting there, all I can think is, what did I even do? I literally pay them rent every month, buy my own groceries, even help my mom with errands when she asks. But my dad's always had this thing about me not being good enough. He's still bitter that I didn't go to college route he thinks working with your hands is low class. Even though he's never done a day of it himself, always been like this ever since he started hanging out with these preppy kids from her new gym. She acts like a lower than dirt now, says I embarrass her. My mom just goes along with whatever keeps dad off her back. To be age, I finish eating, dump my plate, and just stare at the yard for a bit. I try to go back in, but the slider's locked. I knock. I get ignored. I call Aubrey's phone. She declines. It sends a voice note laughing. At this point I'm pissed, but I don't want to do something stupid, so I walk around, go through the side gate, come in through the garage, and just walk past them all. My dad says if I want to live like a bomb, I can go stay outside. Aubrey snapping pics again. I grab my stuff and head to my room, slam the door, sit on my bed, just calling for a bit, trying to chill. Then I hear them outside my door. Voice is low. Aubrey says I'm a loser. My dad says I'm a burden. My mom says nothing. I'm not even mad, like emotional. I'm just done, like something flips in my head. I start throwing stuff in a duffel, not even thinking about what I'm packing. Just grab my charger's, laptop, couple shirts, whatever. I'm shaking, but not from nerves, more like adrenaline. I keep it quiet, don't want to give them the satisfaction. Text my buddy Lester, ask if I can crash on his couch. He says, yeah, no biggie. I walk out with my bag. My dad tries to stand in front of the door, arms crossed like he's gonna stop me. I don't even say a word, just look I'm dead in the eye and way. 8. He moves obvious filming. I tell her to delete it. She laughs, says she'll post it if I touch your phone. I don't care. I just keep walking. My mom's at the kitchen sink, not looking up. I leave, slam the front door, and just stand on the porch for a sec. I almost turn back. But then Aubrey presses her face to the glass and mouths by loser at me. I walked off the curb color rideshare and balance. Later that night I text my mom, just one line, thanks for dinner. She leaves me on a read. I almost color. But not. I send one more text to the family group, just congrats, you finally got rid of your biggest failure then. I mute the chat. Now it's the next day, and I'm on Lester's couch staring at the ceiling, wondering what the hell I'm supposed to do next. To far, if you've ever been the punchline in your own family, you get it. But I'm not just gonna take it. I'm not rolling over this time. If they want to see what life's like without me around, fine. Let's see how they handle it. Not looking for advice, just wanted to put it somewhere. I'll update if anything changes. But for now, yeah, I'm out. Update 1. Alright, so here's part 2, picking up from where I was basically eating dinner outside like a raccoon. BC, my own family decided I was too embarrassing to look at. I moved out that same night, crashed on Lester's couch. He lives just across town, not fancy. But IDC, it's quiet and nobody is yelling about my shoes or what I smell like. So the first week was honestly weird, not freeing or whatever, just weird. I got some texts from my mom, just random stuff like, did I take the charger from the living room? Or what day is trash pickup? Stuff like that. I didn't answer. Aubrey posted a pic of my empty room on her private school tag me. Caption was something like, finally took out the trash. I just left her on open. Ran. He never called, not even once, which I guess tracks for fast forward maybe 2 weeks. And I start to notice stuff's off, not drama, just little things. I get a Venmo request from Aubrey for my half of the internet bill. Wild. BC, I always paid it. They'd never split it. Of my mom texts again, this time asking if I can help or set up the Wi-Fi. BC, apparently it stopped working after a storm. I tell her to call the company, and she just leaves at it. That then out of nowhere Randy sends this long text about responsibility and family obligations, says I need to come back and handle my own messes. I just block his number. Yell. I started to get annoyed, not just at them, but at myself for letting them use me for so long. I realized most of the bills were in my name. BC, nobody else wanted to deal with the apps or the phone calls. The only reason the light stayed on, the insurance never lapsed, the trash got picked up, was BC. I did it. Suddenly I'm getting emails about missed payments, late fees, stuff piling up. I cancel everything. That's mine, not petty, just not my problem anymore. Honestly, I thought they'd figure it out. But well, no more tax from my mom this time, kind of desperate, asking if I can just handle a few things for now, just until we get it sorted. Aubrey sends me a snap of the kitchen, says the fridge is leaking, and asked if I can come look at it since dad says it's your fault for messing with the settings. I just leave her on read. The group chat goes silent after that. About a month after I left, I run into my uncle at the gas station. He's real quiet, then asks how I'm doing, says he heard things were rough at home. I just say I'm fine. He just nods, but he looks uncomfortable. Next day, I get a Facebook DM from my cousin Lauren asking if I'm okay. BC, apparently Randy's been telling the whole family I am bad in them and left everything broken. Classic move. I just say I'm fine. Busy, whatever Lauren says. She doesn't buy it, but she's not getting in the middle. Then stuff really start piling up. My mom texts me late at night asking if I changed the password on the online bill pay. I didn't, but I had set up to factor with my number, so now she can't log it. I tell her to call the company. Aubrey texts saying her friends were supposed to come over, but the house is a disaster, and can I come help clean up? I just reply with a thumbs up emoji, nothing else. It gets dumber. Randy tries to guilt trip me, says I'm destroying the family by not helping out. I finally reply, just one line, you said I wasn't part of the family, remember? He leaves me on read. Next day I get a call from a number I don't know. I answer. It's my dad's friend from the neighborhood. Acts all casual, asked if I can swing by and take a look at the sprinkler system since I know how stuff works. I tell him to ask Randy. Not my problem. He hangs up. I know some people are going to say I'm being harsh or whatever, but afar I did everything for that house for years and got nothing but crap for. Randy's always been obsessed with appearances and reputation. He thinks if he looks like the perfect dad to his friends, it makes up for acting like a jerk at home. He always said I was lazy, not ambitious. BC, I didn't want the life he wanted for me. He's embarrassed by me. End of story. Aubrey just follow his lead. BC, it gets her what she wants. My I'm honestly just does whatever is easiest. She's not mean, but she's not going to stand up to Randy either anyway. After another week of them begging or ignoring me, depending on the day, I decide I'm done playing nice. I go online and start removing my info from every account I ever set up for them: utility bills, streaming, even the grocery delivery. A change Last word, remove payment info, all of it. I text my mom and Aubrey and say if they want help they can ask Randy. I block them on everything except one email, just in case something legit serious happens. A few days later, Aubrey sends me a wall of text. Says I ruined her birthday party, BC the house was gross, and her friends were weirded out. Randy leaves a voicemail, says, I need to grow up and take responsibility for my mess. I deleted. My mom emails me just as she misses me and hopes I'll come home soon. I don't respond. Last bit, maybe 2 months after I left, I check my WhatsApp and it's just full of unread messages from all of the Randy says. They need me to come back. It's urgent. Aubrey says she can't deal with dad's does drama and she needs me to fix things. My mom finally just says she's sorry and asked if I'm okay. I don't open any of so yeah. They wanted me out, they got it, now they can deal with everything themselves. I'm not going back, not after all, that I'm not just some backup plan for when stuff gets hard, not sure what's next. But I'm not wait around for them to get their act together. They can figure it out. I'm good, will update. If they try anything new, update to all right. So I didn't expect to keep updating, but TBH, some stuff happened that's just been too wild not to share. If you read the last one, you know I dipped down, left my family to their own mess, and they've been blowing up my phone ever since. Angel, at first I just thought they'd whine, and then figure it out. Nope. So this starts like 3 weeks after I finally blocked Randy, Aubrey and mom on everything except email. I'm at Lester's place just minding my business when I get a voicemail from some number I don't know. I let it go. Later that day, I'm checking my email, and there's this message from one of Randy's old friends, like, not even a close one, just some guy who used to come over for football. He's all, can you come by and help with the backyard fence? Says Randy told him I'm good at that stuff. I just delete the email. Weird, right? But whatever, not my circus. Then weird stuff ramps up. I start getting the yams from random family friends on Facebook, mostly the older ones. They're all, hope you're doing okay, your dad seems really stressed. One of them straight up asks if I can let bygones be bygones and come home for just a weekend to help out. I don't reply. Then my cousin Lauren messages me again. She's like, what exactly happened? Randy keeps saying you're being dramatic and the house is falling apart. I tell her ask Randy, not my problem. She kind of drops it after that. So after ignoring everyone for a while, I hear from Lester that Randy's been trying to fix stuff around the house himself and failing. Apparently he tried to reset the rotor and ended up walking himself out of the Wi-Fi. So now they're all using data, and Abra Bree's freaking out because she can't stream her shows. I laugh it off. But then I start thinking, if they're this desperate, why not make it a little harder on the not illegal, not even mean, just let them sweat a bit. They wanted me out. They can learn what it's like without the family failure handling everything. So here's where it gets spicy. You ever realize you did way more invisible work than you thought? Like I was the one who fixed the printer, updated the password, called when the fridge started making weird noises, even handled the stupid online shopping cart because Randy said it was too confusing. So I start making a list of all the stuff I used to do, and I start letting every single one of those things fall apart. I don't warn them, I don't send reminders, nothing. I just sit back and let the late fees and broken stuff pile up. Aubrey tries texting me from her friend's number. Says she needs a login for her school stuff. Says she's sorry for joking around. And can I please just send it over? I leave her on read. Next thing I know, Randy is calling Lester, like actually calling my friend, asking if he can talk some sense into me. Lester puts him on speaker. Randy starts going off about family loyalty and real men don't run away from responsibility. Lester just hangs up. Then Randy tries the guilt trip. Red emails me a list of everything they need me to do. Says it's urgent for the family, and if I don't help I'm no son of his. Classic. I replied, just once you made your choice, this is what you wanted. Then it gets awkward. I start getting screenshots from Law, and who is in a family group chat I'm not in anymore. Apparently Randy's business is having issues because I'm not around to do all the little stuff he never bothered learning: online forms, emails, booking appointments, stuff like that. Bree's complaining nonstop that she has to actually help around the house, and my mom's asking Lauren if she knows anyone who can help with the computer. Lauren just shrugs it off. So I start my own thing on the side, just low-key helping other people with their attack and fixing stuff. Word spreads fast. I get a few messages from neighbors, people who always seem to side-eye me, but now asking if I can come by and fix their stuff. I say, sir, but my rates are higher than, but I'm not doing favors anymore. Rarely finds out and loses it. Sends me an email calling me disloyal and says I'm undercutting the family. I don't even reply. Then Aubrey shows up at Lester's place, actually bangs on the door, demands I come outside. Lester tells her to get lost, but she won't leave, so I go out. She starts yelling about how I'm ruining everything, how Randy's stressed, and my mom's not eating, and it's all my fault. I tell her, you made it clear I Wasn't wanted, now you're dealing with it. She tries to slap me. I block her arm. She storms off, slamming the car door. After that, the calls and emails get more desperate. My mom's asking if I'll just come by for a few hours to fix the washing machine. I'll breeze. Texting again, saying she'll never forgive me if I don't help. Randy sends a long email about family legacy and how I am destroying everything he built. I just delete them all. The best part, I hear from Lauren that Randy's lost two of his regular clients because he couldn't get their stuff sorted, and they started using my services instead. Words getting around that I'm reliable. Randy's not my mom. Tries to call and apologize, says she misses having me around. I just nod and hang up. I know some people are going to say I should forgive or whatever, but now they made their choice. They treated me like dirt. And now they get to see what happens when the failure walks away. I'm not fixing their mess anymore. If they want help, they can pay for it like everyone else. And if they don't like it, too bad. So yeah, not some epic movie revenge, just real life. They wanted me gone now. They're really feeling it. I don't feel bad. I don't miss them. If anything, I'm just getting started, not sure what's next. But if they think I'm coming back, they're about to be real disappointed. Will update if anything big happened. Finally update. So it's been a minute since my last post. And NGL, I thought things would just fizzle out. But man, I underestimated how hard they tried to drag me back in once every thing hit the fan. DK, if anyone's still following this, but buckle up, this got messy. I'll try to keep it short, but you know how it goes. So for like a week straight, I'm getting these desperate emails from my mom and Aubrey, and even a random cousin. Never even like that dude. He only hit me up when he wants fantasy football advice. A bunch of unread WhatsApp voicemails pilot up all this. We need you, please come back. It's serious this time. At first I just ignore it and keep doing my thing. Lester's chill. We hang out, I pick up more side gigs, and honestly I'm good. I even finally got around to seeing a couple old friends. Nobody's making snarky comments about my clothes or how much I eat. Wild, then the weird stuff starts. I'm out getting groceries, and I see Randy's car in the parking lot. But he doesn't come over, just sits there idling. Next day, Aubrey shows up outside Lester's building, actually waits for me to come out, and then tries to corner me. No, hi, no, nothing, just straight up. Dad says we can't keep up with the bills. Mom's a mess. You need to come home and fix it. This isn't for funny anymore. I tell her I'm not your errand boy. You chose that. She tries to grab my arm, and I shrug her off. She gets all pissed and slaps my shoulder, then stomps back to her car and takes off. So I know something's really up, but I'm not feeling guilty, not even close. I know how this goes. They ignore me, then use me, then when I've done everything I get blamed for whatever is wrong, not doing it. The next thing is kind of funny, or not gonna lie. I get a message from this guy, Mia, his brother. For context, Mia as my wife. We got married last year, kind of kept it low key because of, well, my family. He says, hey, did you see your dad's trying to poach your clients? I'm like, what? So I look around, and sure enough, Randy's made a whole new page online offering to fix anything for super cheap. But the reviews are already trash because he can't actually do any of it himself. People are literally tagging me in the comments saying go to Bryce Randy.